How long gone? It is Chris Black. I'm mercifully back in New York City. Them jeans, what's going on?
I'm just getting ready to go to the airport again. But I've just been relaxing. Carolyn's been away on business, and I've just been holding down the fort, doing laundry and cleaning up around the house.
Yeah, I know what you're doing. You're sitting there, spread eagle, scratching your nuts, taking an edible. I know exactly what's going on over there. It's fellas time. You having a beer and a tank top?
I'm wearing a tank top. No beer, though. No beer. Edible could be in play, though. I think you're right for thinking that.
I think you're right for it's crazy, but I think you're right for thinking that.
You're right for thinking that. Just washing the cars, watering the plants.
I love when TJ's home alone.
Do you?
I love when TJ's home alone. Well, you just go even more suburban. You don't know what to do with yourself, so you just do the chores, which I appreciate because if you're a certain kind of guy, you go out and rage with the homies. Mm-hmm. But we're adults, so we're not gonna do that.
I've already raged.
You're doing what you should be doing is what I'm saying. I just it's age appropriate, I guess.
Well, thank you. Little grocery shop. I went to the Americana last night solo to go see a movie in an effort to fight my jet lag. Seemed to work out okay. I did fall asleep in the theater, which is unfortunate though.
That is what I said to you when you told me that. I was like, you're like, yeah, I need to beat this jet lag. And I was like, so you're going to go sit in a movie theater and in the dark? I think that means you're going to fall asleep.
My logic was, even if I do fall asleep,
you have to get up.
That'll be...
You have to get up.
I will have to eventually be awake enough to drive my car home at whatever it was, 9:30.
That's true.
Get in my car, drive it home, go, brush my teeth, et cetera, and go to bed at, let's say 10:30 instead of, 7:45 starts rolling around, which is actually, 6 a.m. in whatever time zone my body's still in. Mm-hmm. And I'm done.
It's a decent idea. It's a decent idea.
And it worked. I slept in an extra almost 2 hours than I've been sleeping.
That is, okay. TJ wins yet again.
I ran into a friend of the show, Lionel from The Bear. He was at the movie theater as well. Hopefully I'm not doxing him right now.
Same flick, different flick.
Same flick. I ran in. I was in line at the concession stand getting my popcorn and Coca-Cola. And I was like, what's up, man? I'm going to go see this movie. He's like, I'm going to go see it too. I haven't seen it yet. And I was like, yeah, that's how movies work. You go see when you're done seeing them, you don't go anymore. I didn't say all of that. But I was like, oh, he might be more high than I am right now. Hell yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. He's seeing triple at the Americana. We're seeing
it was
triple.
all fun and games when we were walking in, excited to see the movie. Walking out, I'm over here. I look like I clocked 9 hours in the coal mines. I'm yawning, walking down the hallway, just like, I'll see you around.
Stretching. You're like, bro, we were just in a movie. You need to relax.
Yeah, I had a long stocking cap on my head, and I was carrying a little candelabra with a waxy lit wick.
You had your bindle. You had your bindle on your right shoulder. I had a 5-hour flight delay yesterday, so I'm feeling a little rode hard and put up wet.
Okay. Did you find out about the delay before you left the house or before you left the hotel?
Yes, before we left the hotel, we did find out, so we were able to have a leisurely morning in Laguna, my new paradise.
Were we able to keep the Rimowa at the front desk while we just hang out at the pool?
Oh no,
you guys can get lunch if you want.
We stayed in the room, bro. We didn't leave. We left there it actually worked out perfect. We needed to leave the hotel at noon. Our flight was scheduled for 11 a.m. from LAX. It's an hour 15 drive. Mm-hmm. And it took so we got multiple texts throughout the morning as the flight
checkout times did not affect you.
It didn't affect me at all. But then we got luckily once we got to the airport, everything stayed on track. So it was, it was delayed 5 hours, and then they got on and told us that it's because one of the co-captains got sick. And I was like, you're telling me the co-pilot had a stomach ache and you delayed my flight 5 fucking hours? And they were talking about all the logistics and all. I'm like, bro, shut up. Get us on the plane. Shut the fuck up. No one cares if the pilot got COVID. We don't care. We don't care.
But also, to me, it's like if the pilot is so sick that he can't fly, cancel the flight. Don't delay it. So So 3 hours later, we're all good to go.
Well, no,
we beat this thing.
No, that was the
or
thing.
They have enough time to find somebody to reschedule.
Vaccines work, Jason. But no, I think it was more that the
we got him on some antibiotics, and he turned it around super quick.
I think
he's ready to fly you home.
I think what they do is it's a logistical nightmare because they basically have to get quote unquote new crew. So that's what takes so long. So anyway, but I was watching Love Is Blind UK after I did some work.
Okay.
And there was a match being made, and one of the guys was like in the army, and he met this girl, he really liked her, and then they got into it, and he was like, yeah, but she's cabin crew, and I've dated cabin crew before, and it didn't work out. I was like, this motherfucker, he's got a track record. I'd never heard an air hostess or stewardess called cabin crew like that. And
yeah.
I guess is that the new respectful way to say it? The gender fluid way?
I mean, I guess it worked. It seems a little too insidery of lingo. Like, I feel like unless you work for an airline, you're not allowed to call it that. It's a little slow down, chief.
I completely agree with you. It's like when I say something is dying on the line, you're like, all right, relax, bro. You don't know what the fuck you're talking. It's the same. Sometimes people are over familiar with industries that are not their own.
Yeah, but I mean, dying on the line, I think that crosses over into general convo very well, and it's something that most people can understand. But once we get into the ins and outs of FAA regulations and all all that kind of lingo, something about it shifts, and I was like, I want you guys to have a language that only you speak of and I don't know of, and that's what keeps me safe and alive. If we all have access to the same information and you're clearly dumber than I am, I don't like the fact that I've put my life in your hands.
Yeah.
But that's a whole other pod. I want to know. I also feel bad, to generalize and stereotype an entire career path just because this person has been scorned by one person. So either this person is a closed-minded dater, this Love Is Blind person, which is, I don't know if they have any closed-minded people on Love Is Blind, but
it's an open-minded.
Or also, did this flight attendant, they must have done some crazy shit to just completely dismiss an entire genre of people.
Agree.
It's not like, it's not like I don't date actors, they're all crazy. Like, that is true. Like, that's real, and we all accept that, or like, don't date a DJ because whatever. Like, that makes more sense. But just
don't disparage your own people.
A respectable career path such as cabin crew, I don't think it should get so much.
I agree with you. And I love our cabin crew members that are listening, and I hope that you have.
I love most of them.
Yeah, I mean, I hope you get the bulkhead for the ride home. I hope all of that for you. But I think you're right, though. I think you're right that it feels. And this guy is one of those guys who had like mostly hand tattoos, but no other yats. You know what I mean? Like one
Nothing
arm
worse.
looked
Nothing worse.
No, one arm looked completely clean, and then hand just fully covered, which is a red flag. Even if you're cabin crew, you know better.
It's gotten
lie
so
down.
bad. It's gotten so bad with the tattoo kind of chronological placement that has been really flipped on its head. Where it used to be, you work your way up. Once you're on your 70th tattoo, then we can start talking about hands and face. And now it's more. I think it's almost more acceptable to have a small face tattoo be your first tattoo than a hand tattoo.
Oh, no, 100%.
Isn't that psycho?
A tiny single needle Dr. Wu.
A tiny swastika right on a tiny little teardrop or a knife.
What does
or
Drake
a dagger.
have? Drake has something. Drake has like maybe it's a little cross. Yeah, something
light.
Just something small, something light.
Just a little, little 76ers logo, whatever it is you got to do. the 100 emoji, just something, a little 100 emoji.
Jason wants to look like the Island Boys, but I've been able to stop us from going there. So I'm glad that you're coming out.
Just a little Who Killed Kenny, South Park kind of. little something under the right nostril would be great.
Just something.
Versus getting, I guess it's really cool when you're covered in tats and then your hand tattoo is like the big face on like $100 bill or, some type of young jock or young dro type of tattoo. Like, that's good and that makes sense. But when the only tattoo on your hand
like a.
It's just like some weird
It's a lion.
blue thing
It's
in
a
someone's
lion
name.
on your fucking. I mean, it's the Cara Delevingne lion, but on your entire hand, like the outside of your hand. If you're a real one, you get a
Does
palm.
Cara Delevingne have a lion?
Yeah, Cara Delevingne has awful tats. Awful. Some of the worst tats of all time. And they have to airbrush them off in all these campaigns. You know, they like. I think certain people airbrush them. I think some people like it and think it's like cool and edgy. But it's
leave the Family Guy tat in. I think it's cool. CD.
No, I love the Quagmire. I think it's a nice back piece.
Cara Delevingne with the low. Everyone talks about what's his name having the full dragon, the Phoenix Rising back piece.
Oh yeah,
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck
having that sick back piece. He's managed to navigate through. Imagine how many people's lives and days have been ruined having to work around that entire back piece.
Like, yeah.
I mean, he hasn't done a ton of shirtless roles, but enough, right?
When Hunter trained him for the movie, that was the movie. It was like a Netflix movie where he like emerges from the water and
like
and
a Phoenix Rising
back
from Mount Etna.
Like a Phoenix Rising. Yeah, but you see his fucking his lats are on. He looked good, but the tattoo is distracting.
Oh, the lats are on, mama. The lats are on.
It is.
Yeah,
distracting.
I was on a flight back from Atlanta to Los Angeles, little Delta hub action, and the guy, the guy who was on the speaker doing all the announcements and everything. It was the rare moment where he was making little jokes and cracking little jokes the whole time.
Nothing I hate more than when the cabin crew thinks they're fucking Dave Chappelle at the stand.
But he was slaying. The crowd.
Oh, he was good.
Was eating it up. And I complimented on the way out. I said, I just wanted to let you know, usually, if you're on a Southwest flight and they got their little jokes, it's, everyone hates it. You just do a uncomfortable laugh to appease them and you want them to stop. I'll say, you touched a Cat Williams cadence. And he said, I appreciate that, young brother. And he had a good flow. He would say the punchline and then everyone would laugh, and then he would whisper it again.
Can I ask a question?
Like a little echoing fade out. Yeah, go ahead.
I like that. Put a little reverb on it. Can I ask? Was the material plane and flight related, or was he freestyling about his own life?
He was freestyling. He was doing crowd work. Work. It was actually quite funny. There was a woman who
this big bitch in 3A.
Here come this heifer right now. Ooh,
damn, this bitch in 3A needs a seatbelt extender. Y'all know what?
I thought they weren't going to let you back on here, Big Mama. Okay, anyway, so everyone is on the plane. Everyone is boarding. There's the conga line of people with their bags waiting to get all the way down. Everyone's anxious. We're trying to put the bags here. Am I going to have room in the compartment? Backpack hitting the kid in the face, blah, blah, blah. It's a high stress environment. And then a woman, once she's in the back of the plane, she realizes that she left her phone like at the gate and has to go back off the plane. So he makes an announcement saying like, hey, everybody, if you could just stop. The woman who's at the end of the line in the blue sweater, you stop there. Everyone take their seat. And then this woman can walk back off the plane. And everyone does that. And then halfway through, the woman just gives up and she's like, I'm just going to go for it. And then he started doing the play-by-play. He's like, oh, the bitch is going to do it. And she's just going to ignore that woman.
He went color commentary mode. He went Monday Night Football.
He went as if it was Deion Sanders ducking the defense. He's like, oh, and a little spin move to the right. And now she's breaking free.
Okay.
But it was good. I'm doing it no justice, but we have a guest today.
Pray for Deion. We do have a guest today.
Your D's up.
Throw your D's up. Lee Tilghman is joining us. She has a new book. If you don't like this, I will die. It's which is a great title.
Many times I got that text over the years.
But it's about her influencing career. You might know her as Lee from America. But let's there's so much to talk about.
She invented pouring a smoothie into a bowl, eating with the spoon.
I can do 30 minutes.
I did a podcast with her
on smoothie bowls.
I did a podcast with her 10 years ago. About granola. Let's get into it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. How's the sound engineering? You're like the sound guy.
So far, so good. Why'd you say it like in a a little bit of an insultory manner. You're kind of like the sound boy or whatever.
It did feel insultory.
No. He's got the sound stuff. It's like from DJing to like audio.
I was hoping you were starting
Lee,
it.
I do have the sound stuff.
I was hoping you were starting it with attitude, and that we appreciate that here.
Yeah. Come in hot, Lee. You're the first guest that we've had after our holiday break, so the pressure is on. I think you can handle it, though, right?
Totally.
You're also the first guest I think we've had with a visible Stanley on the desk. So I if you guys are wondering, Lee is a white woman. And she's proving it to us visually. And I think
she said, let's do a vanilla cake with some vanilla frosting on top. What color are the candles?
Are you doing?
They're not black.
Are you putting powders in your water, or is that coffee? What do we have in the Stanley?
This is truly actually just filtered water from my Berkey.
Okay. Berkey gang. I've got my Berkey filtered here as well.
Okay.
What size is your Berkey, Lee? What size is your Berkey? Hey, what that Berkey do?
40 ounces of freedom. 40 ounces of freedom. And I drink about 8 of these a day.
Okay. So you're on your bullshit when it comes to water. I am too.
So you drink 8 40-ounce Stanleys per day? Give or take.
That might have been a little bit of an exaggeration. Like if I'm really in my water flow and I'm in the routine and I'm like not traveling.
If I'm really pissing with it, what's it going? What's the number looking like?
On a good, like if I could hit my water goals, let's say 6, 7 in the summer when I'm exercising.
Yeah,
good.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm with you. And I think it's important. But I did read that sometimes you can piss too clear. And that is actually unhealthy.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into the nitty gritty, obviously, but it's something that I want you to think about.
So yeah, I mean, because you're a small person, Lee, you taking down upwards of 2 gallons of water in one day. I feel like you have to be doing some not ultra marathon running, but some sort of marathoning, right?
Do you have to eat at that point, or is it kind of water only?
No, I'm eating too, but I am exercising. I'm a daily exerciser, so I am.
Welcome
New York
home.
City. Thank you.
Daily.
Thank you.
Oh, you live in New York.
I do. I live in Brooklyn.
Yeah, I could tell you were in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
What is what part?
Brooklyn Heights.
Oh wow, you're not a gay man. How many kids?
Gay
do you have?
or married?
No?
0.
That's crazy.
But you're
live
recently
in Brooklyn
married,
Heights with
right?
no kids.
I'm recently engaged. I'm here with I live in Brooklyn Heights with my fiance. Yeah.
Congratulations. What does he do?
Thank you. He's in finance.
Oh hell yeah! She said I came up. I saw the diamond and I knew. She's like that book paid. I didn't pay Brooklyn Heights.
Can you hold the diamond up to the camera, please, Lee? Okay, that's nice. That's a nice little piece.
We don't have
there.
our diamond checker on us, but I believe that it's real visually.
It's real.
Yeah.
It's real. It's not a lab diamond.
So I know that you're a very sustainable chica. When we get the diamond, we don't ask about where it came from, do we? It's all good, right?
Even you don't want that lab grown trash. You want your shit mined.
You don't want the Impossible Burger, Impossible Diamond.
Okay, impossible. This just goes to show that like growing things in labs is not what we want. We want the real thing. Like 11 Madison is going back to meat.
We want slave labor to get those diamonds out.
This is a good
kill the animals.
This is a really good spin on getting diamonds. We want the real thing when it comes to food, when it comes to nutrition.
I don't like synthetic fabrics on my body. Ew, disgusting.
I don't. My grandmother passed me down a real fur coat, and I'd rather have a real fur coat than like a fake fur or leather like that's made in a factory. I'd rather have like the story. I don't want to know the story about this diamond necessarily, but I do like the story of.
Well, Lee, historically, it is a green flag if a chick has a hand-me-down mink or fur from their grandmother. Just in my history, that is usually like a hot girl signifier.
It's a personal Chris green flag. Is that
it's an
Chris
East
flag
Coast?
or
It's an East Coast hot girl signifier. It means grandma had a little bread and a little bit of taste. Now, depending on is it a shrug? Is it floor length?
Walk me through the animal.
No, it is a floor length mink coat.
That's nice.
And she was an Upper East Side girl, born and
raised.
raised.
I could tell.
Grandma.
I could tell.
Okay.
And my grandmother gave it to me last year, and I tried it on, and I was like, I'm bringing this back with me to Brooklyn. And my mom said, no one wears fur anymore. Like you're going to get blood thrown on you, you know, like as if PETA's like on the streets at Clark Street. And I get nothing but compliments. And I wore it on like my third date with my fiance. And I think it's so cool to have something with a story.
I agree. And I think it's, but I do think you're right. There's a point where it's like, all right, well, this thing is just chemicals.
Yeah.
Or it's the real thing. Now, do you keep it? Are you paying for high-end storage at the furrier?
No, but I am bringing it in a couple weeks to a place in Manhattan on the Upper East that repairs, because my grandmother gave it to me after it had been stored for so long. Some of the, like, it was, you know, these jackets were handmade to fit her body. So some of the buttons are a little loose and some of the lining is breaky, but it's like beautiful silk lining.
Get a little tune up.
Yeah, I'm getting it tuned up.
What kind of shoes is grandma wearing? Is she, because I hope it's not Hoka's, even though she's getting up there in age, but I imagine she's wearing some tasteful footwear.
She's 95, so she's wearing for comfort now. Up until maybe 10 years ago, she was still wearing, you know, a little kitten heel. But now that she's 95, she's down in Florida, and she's wearing the, you know, slip-ons and
Skechers.
The Skechers that you don't have to bend over to put on.
Having Martha Stewart sell those was the smartest thing that they ever did, I think. What a great investment, because that's suddenly made, if it's okay for Martha, it's okay for me. Every woman says that, right?
Yeah.
I'm slipping it on.
Yeah, 100%.
It really made me look inward when I realized that there was a product being marketed so you didn't have to bend over. You know, and I was like, damn, one day I'm going to choose my footwear because it doesn't hurt my back.
Well, I think the problem is people are like 40 looking at that like, ooh, that sounds good. And that's where the issue.
That's the issue.
Wait until you're 75. 75 is the cutoff where you start buying footwear.
We need to be bending over.
In mind.
We need to be bending over in our 30s.
I bend over all the time. I bend over every day.
I'm glad we got clean audio of that. Thank you, Chris.
Without fail, I'm bending over. I was just at Equinox bending over just a few hours ago. There's an Equinox in Brooklyn Heights, right?
Did you ever leave the sauna and do a workout, or was it just in there?
There's a Brooklyn Heights and Equinox. There is an Equinox in Brooklyn Heights, but it's not a great one. I don't like it. It's like from the 70s. It's like 8 floors.
Is that where you go, or are you doing hot Pilates or something?
No, guys, I am I go on runs and walks, and I do Pilates at home on YouTube, and then there's a gym in my building. But before that, I was just doing like, I have weights here at the apartment. I like doing it like at home. and I also am a member of SAA. And so I sometimes go to the Pilates there.
I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear you're part of the PSYOP. Are you using the pool there?
I was until I was swimming one day. By the way, like, I'm 35 now, so I'm not here. I don't drink. I'm not here to party. I'm here to I'm using that pool for laps. I'm using that pool to clear the mind, to empty the spirit. I'm not here to drink a martini in the pool. I'm swimming in the pool a couple months ago, and it's like 9 a.m. and there's like girls having iced coffee right next to me, and they kept kind of migrating into my lap. Into my swimming lap,
Your
and
lane.
I'm thinking my lane.
But
and
there's no lanes.
There's no lanes. No, there's no lanes. But it is Tuesday. It's the morning, and I'm thinking you know what?
Who
I'm
drinks
using
coffee
this,
in a pool?
I know. Well, I'm using this as a YMCA. They're using it as their club, and that's the mismatch. And while swimming, I saw a big clunk of hair in my hand, and I just.
Not your own.
No.
Probably not your own.
Yeah, I don't. I can't.
Now that you're engaged to a finance guy, we're gonna get a reformer in the house. What do you think? How long till that happens? Yeah.
Potentially.
What is he doing? What is he doing for workouts? I know he's buff.
He's doing berries. He's a berries guy.
Hell, my man. Okay, so he's a psycho. I like this for you.
A fellow gay.
Is he doing like the 5:30 a.m. before he hits the office?
No, he's doing the 7:20.
Okay, 7:20 is actually reasonable and means you're less mentally ill than the 5:30 is serial killers.
What are the chances of him listening to this podcast?
He's gonna listen, guys.
Okay.
Is he familiar with How Long Gone, or he just is supportive? Oh, he is. Okay, great.
He's a fan. I think he
What's
saw
his
you guys.
name?
He saw you guys live once.
Oh, wow. What's his name?
His name?
Yeah, his first name.
Yeah.
His name is Jack.
Jack. Well, Jack sounds like a great guy, and
He's a great guy.
We're trying to break into that market. So any tips that Jack has for us? I don't mean the stock market. I mean the guys like Jack and all of his coworkers in their Rivian trucks. We want them coming to our shows. You know what I mean?
But if Jack does have a tip, I'll take it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take a tip.
I'll pump and I'll dump.
Yeah, I'll do anything. I don't care. Have you learned now being with a finance guy, every woman's dream in New York City is have you learned anything, or do you look at it like it's sort of Chinese? I don't need to learn.
I mean, one time he was like working from home and he was pulling up like while I was cooking, he was pulling up like his like projections. He does real estate finance and he was looking at they're investing in a commercial property. And he was pulling up kind of like, and I sometimes hear him on calls where he's talking about like projections and numbers. And it's a little bit Chinese to me because that's not my specialty. So it's a little bit like I'm not understanding, and it just sounds really smart and impressive to me.
That's right. And that's the trick. That's why they have to get civilians, because they don't want to define it. They don't want to talk about this shit at home. You know what I mean?
No.
And then you could do that back to him when you're discussing ashwagandha and lion's mane, and he's like, "Babe, what are you talking about?"
Yeah.
Every relationship.
But he eats everything. Everything if I give it to him, he'll eat it, and he'll be like, "What's this? What did I just eat?"
So how much are you cooking versus going out to eat?
We're cooking. I'm cooking. I love to cook, so I cook like 5 or 6 nights a week.
Wow, 5 or 6 nights a week.
Yeah, we only go out like one night a week.
That's impressive.
Yeah,
I don't know why you live in New York, but good for you.
Do you?
we do it because I love to cook. I'm a foodie, as they say.
I've heard that. I read your book. I know all about it.
Okay. So I like to cook. We're trying to save money. We eventually want to leave the city and we want to buy a house.
Are you going to go back to your motherland of Connecticut?
Potentially. He's from New York, so we might do like. But it has to be outside of the city, somewhere close, so he can still commute.
Sure, we got to hit Westchester.
The burbs! Oh my gosh, yeah, my sister just moved to the Westchester. I got the family in Fairfield County. We're gonna pop out a baby or two, so we got to have the family.
Who did your sister? What kind of man did your sister bag?
Goldman.
Okay. So wow. So okay, but you were fucking.
It took a while to get here, but you got here, didn't you?
Because you were fucking around with losers. I mean, from what I witnessed, and I don't know. I don't think we ever crossed paths, but it seemed like maybe you were. Yeah. I mean, I feel like there's some people that we know in common.
There were some names in the book that were changed where I was like, oh, I know that guy, and I know that guy.
Oh my God!
Don't worry, we can bleep out whatever we need to bleep out. It's all good.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, did you change? Did your publisher, our dear friends at Simon and Schuster, did they suggest some changes, or were you like, no, I want to let it spray?
So you have to kind of the book is read in the editing phase by a lawyer that Simon and Schuster gives you, and anything that they read the book and they flag anything that could potentially result in a lawsuit. So they make sure when you're dealing with name changes, the only names that are real are like my friend Becca and like my sister's name, but like most other names, because these are people who are maybe not in my life anymore, and I don't want to It's not the book. This book's not about.
That's a really nice way to put it. Maybe not in my life anymore. Like, I haven't talked to this fucking loser in 10 years. He's not in my life anymore.
In my life anymore. Yeah, it's not part of my life. So
it's just cleaner that way across the board.
It's just cleaner. And also, interestingly enough, about the name changing process, you have to pick a name that is. If you're writing about someone named Riley, you can't say Ryan. I mean, that's kind of obvious, but you also have to make sure that you are not naming it after someone else who could be confused for that person, if that makes sense. Because a lot of authors have gotten themselves into danger with that. So the name changing, that was stressful for me because I changed a lot of names a lot of times, but I'm happy where I ended up.
I'm telling the lawyer to do that shit. Like, you want them changed? Change them yourself, chief. I don't got time for this.
Yeah.
I ain't got time for all that.
I was saying on the intro that we did you did my food podcast literally 10 years ago.
I know.
When you're doing a granola pop-up activation.
The stew.
Yeah, the stew. I did not listen to it. I read some of the transcript, and it was.
I want to talk about the granola activation. What does that mean exactly?
This was the beginning of everything from if something was really popular online, then you would do it in person, a pop-up. I think those days are gone. That industry is falling apart.
There's still pop-ups, but it's normally like collabs between two restaurants, like a pizza place from Brooklyn is gonna go.
Oh, y'all talking about food. I'm talking about like hot chicks that are dating tennis players selling $1 million worth of sweatshirts. That still exists.
For sure.
That does. Or like when we were in Copenhagen, Scars Pizza was doing slices, and they'll bring a chef from New York to a coffee shop in LA and we're going to make, squash blossom pizzas and matcha collabs.
Lee, I bet after reading the book, I bet you're nasty with the granola. I bet that recipe still works.
It does. It does. I made a smoothie bowl this morning, actually.
Oh, hell no. You're relapsing like that?
guys, the smoothie bowl is a neutral.
Call your sponsor.
The smoothie bowl is a neutral experience. It's a neutral food. It's how you show up to the smoothie bowl. It's how you show up to the granola. It's how you show up to...
Well, I mean, Chris is laughing, but whenever he comes to LA, the first thing he does before even checking into the hotel is he goes to Backyard Bowls. And
Backyard Bowls is my favorite restaurant. We were in Santa Barbara last week, and I woke up.
Lee's
and
still laughing
my wife was like, "You're never gonna believe this." And I was like, "What?" She's like, "There's a Backyard Bowls 10 minutes away from the hotel." I went there every day. I left the grounds. It's the best restaurant. I would love to franchise.
Yeah,
I think
walk us through your order there, Chris. We have the smoothie bowl,
power bowl, no honey, add chia seeds.
What's in the power bowl?
Now, what's that base? Is it purple? Is it green?
Yeah, I don't fucking know. It's purple. It's purple.
Classic.
It's purple stuff. I know it's not good for me, and I don't care because it really is the best. I just love it so much. I can't think of a food item I want more.
Yeah. Why are you talking about it like you ordered like a Popeyes 6-piece platter? Like, I know it's not good for me eating chia seeds
because it's a sugar bomb.
It's a sugar bomb. Okay, well,
sugar bomb.
It's a sugar bomb.
It's a fucking sugar bomb. Well, I was watching. There's a band called Happy Mondays. There's a guy who plays the shaker and maracas. And he's become like a beekeeper honey guy. And I watched a video of him today saying he's removed all sweets from his diet. He's like a super healthy guy, but he has about a gallon of honey once a month. And he just pours it on everything. And he looks great. He looks amazing. Very well. He's done more drugs than just about anyone alive. He's very healthy, very trim, mentally sound. I see a lot of people eat a lot of honey, and they seem to be totally fine. What's the latest? A
lot of runners too. It's like energy.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on Honeygate, Lee?
I'm pro Honeygate, and also what a lot of runners here at the Run Club. I'm not in a Run Club anymore, but I was.
Congratulations!
And a lot of these marathon runners, thank you. They're out in droves right now. Instead of goo, now you can buy single packs, like shots of maple syrup. Mm-hmm. So, guys, we're talking, the naturally sourced sugar. I even had one guy in my Run Club say, I don't do goo, I do a mini Snickers, and that was like a flex. Like he does like,
wow, can I start sucking your dick right now? That's the coolest thing.
Wow, bro. Not even a full size, a mini.
No, I saw an article saying that like Pop-Tarts are the new like runner snack or whatever.
Well, because you need sugar. You're burning so many calories when you're going on these like 11, 12, 13 mile runs. Like to keep it up and hit your goals,
What do you think about those little waffles though?
Yeah, I saw a girl running this weekend in the city, eating a waffle while on a run, and I was like, "Oh, I don't know."
Let me say this though, because all my runner heads have told me if you see somebody wearing a vest in the city, they're overdoing it. You don't need the fucking vest unless you're doing basically a marathon. 100%.
Unless you got a bomb in there, do not do it, honey.
Yeah, you don't need the 8 Martin gels and the fucking
water bottles.
You don't need that.
They've got like, a change of shirts and, but like.
They look like the breast milk pumps on the front.
It's crazy.
They do. The vests are hilarious. Like, it's just also funny because when you realize there are people who are doing like multi-weekend triathlons and they're wearing a vest like in the woods. And then like you're like doing a vest on the West Side Highway. It just like, it's kind of funny when you kind of look at it and you're like, oh, you don't need that.
People pull up to the Equinox in Soho with the vest on. Like I'm like, did you run here?
Yeah.
And how far could that possibly be?
It's the same thing as where people used to wear like gun holsters as an accessory. Oftentimes if they're a photographer, but sometimes if you're just a rapist.
Don't talk about Interpol. Don't talk about Carlos D like that. Legend in the game.
Wasn't talking
Shout
about
out to Carlos D.
Carlos, he's cool.
Some of the best coke I've ever done.
But I also don't want to
Bravo.
confuse it with this new thing that a lot of girls are doing now is walking with a weighted vest. Because I saw a girl with a weighted vest on and I was like, why is she walking with a running vest? But now there's these weighted vests that you can buy and you can add like 5, 10, 15 little bars. And so you're walking around with 15 pounds on you and it doubles the cardiovascular benefits.
Does it double it?
Yeah, Jason and I both have these weighted vests. They were sent to us by some nice people, and I did wear it a few times, and I felt too insane. In public.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could put it under a shirt, but then you look even crazier.
You do look crazy.
I wear it. I go for a little dog walk around or go for a hike. It looks totally
What do you guys
normal.
think about the arm weights when you see girls with like the ballas?
Are you talking about the bala bangles?
The bala, yeah. What do you think about the bala bangles? What do you guys think about them?
I mean, it often pairs with like lip fillers and Botox. From what I see, it's like a little bit of a package deal.
Yeah.
But I do think that is a genius business to basically. I mean, it's such a simple rebrand, and it's so like DTC, and like the colors are so annoying, but they nailed it.
Yeah.
What do you think about them? No downside?
I mean, my mom, she is, some might say like the OG, like she's very, very healthy and just like a normal but healthy, and she goes on power walks every afternoon with these little 2-pound weights. And I used to think like, okay, that's like what they did in the 80s. They would walk with weights. It was a totally normal thing. And then I saw the bala things coming out and I was like, okay, that looks silly. But then I saw a TikTok of a girl being like turning my unpacking and packing into a workout while doing chores with balas. And I was like, dude, like I could see myself like, I don't know. I just kind of was like thinking aloud. And
yeah, I mean, if you just wear the vest,
you got to optimize every
long,
second of the day.
Something's going to happen. You might get tired more, or your bones might be
something's going to happen, negative or positive.
Negative and positive.
Something's going to happen. So I just want to be clear on your honey stance. You're very pro, but you're not making your own.
No, I'm not making my own, and I'm pro honey, pro maple syrup.
I just don't like honey. I don't like it.
Really?
I never use it. I never think to put it on anything.
But all honey tastes a little different. Try just the regular. If you try make sure you're not getting like I don't really like the wildflower lavender honey or like the locals honey. I like the honey that's in a bear that you can just get at any store, and it just tastes like sweet syrup.
But where would I use this though? Because I don't put it in my coffee because I'm a man. So.
On yogurt, on Faye yogurt with a little berry and granola, a little honey.
Mix it in with your oatmeal in the morning, Chris, instead of a brown sugar.
But I just don't. I think what it is I'm not sweetening a lot of things in my life.
I don't. Are you flexing right now? Are you flexing?
No. Because I want to like honey. It seems like something that's good for you that I should like. That's like a little treat.
Well, that's why I brought up the Happy Mondays guy, because he was saying it sounds like the last boss in the eating disorder is removing dessert from your life, and something that Chris has been doing for the last couple of weeks.
I'm clean.
Maybe 3 weeks off dessert. But I'm looking at this old guy, and he's saying it's just not like it's like, oh, I just go on a master cleanse and I'm all good, or I just eat bananas every day and it's all good.
Totally.
It's not going to last very long. You have to start adding,
is that sustainable, Chris?
Learning to love honey.
Is that sustainable?
No, nothing.
That's not sustainable.
Well, I'm an all or nothing type cat, so maybe it's sustainable. But I did see yesterday, I saw a guy, a buff guy on Instagram posting about what he eats every day. And it was he would take a sweet potato, a Japanese sweet potato, cut it up, put it in the microwave with water on it, chop up a bunch of bananas, put that on top of the sweet potatoes, put cinnamon on top, and eat it. And the comments were like, bro, this is disgusting. And then one guy was like, damn, I know a motherfucker who's been in jail when I see one. This is a jail. This is a jail. This is some jail shit.
Yeah. It's both eating disorder and jail and workout guy.
Why do that when you can also just have a cookie or a scoop of ice cream?
I want to have that kind of control, but if you put a scoop of ice cream in front of me, it's going to be 3 different ones, 3 different flavors. I can't have one vanilla.
But isn't the sentiment is that if you say to yourself, you know what, Chris, have a little pep talk with yourself and say, what if I told myself that I can have ice cream like this every night if I wanted to without the all or nothing, and just be like, and once you tell yourself that and believe that there will always be ice cream tomorrow, you won't want to have 5 scoops. You can have, a scoop a day.
I know we just met and I love your logic, but there is no way that's going to work for me. But I think that is smart. And it sounds like something that you either learned somewhere or were taught by someone that seems like sound and advice.
I think some people have that scarcity mindset, and I think that strategy does work for some people. I think Chris is a little more...
I have an abundance mindset, let's say.
This is further down the rabbit hole, parentheses derogatory, than some other people, where his body will reject that. But I feel the same way as you. And, just letting the body freely do what you want to do. And sometimes you want no dessert. Sometimes you want a bowl of cereal. Sometimes you want fucking C's candy, and you just kind of have to walk towards what you want and have a little bit.
I was just in LA this week, and I finally got to check out Kismet Rotisserie, and they had a little brownie special of their s'mores blondie brownie, and it slapped. It slapped.
Don't say this stuff to Chris.
Sorry.
Well, don't worry. I'm not going to any Kismet restaurant, so I'm free. I'm free. I don't eat chicken. I'm sure the rotisserie is good.
Okay.
I remember going to Kismet when it was the hottest restaurant in LA and being like, this place is more about the ceramics than it is about the food, and that's what LA is. In a lot of ways.
It's not a safe space for cisgendered men. That's for sure.
It's not. Yeah, that's not a restaurant. Yeah, Lee, what do you think? We say this a lot, but do you think there are restaurants that are for women? Not they're not saying that.
Yeah.
But like a Raff's, for example, in
Honey
New York.
High.
That's the restaurant for women.
Yeah.
Honey High is definitely a restaurant for women.
Right. I mean, I was also at Honey High this week
King.
too, and I saw a couple bros. Oh yeah, King. King is for girls. You're right, you guys. You're definitely right.
King, you leave, you spent $300, you're still hungry. That defines.
Imagine you walk into King, Chris is alone, performatively reading a book at the bar at King.
Have you heard of
He's
this
gonna get
author,
75 phone numbers.
Joan Didion?
Yeah.
She's really popular right now. She's cool.
It's like called Lolita or something. I don't know. Oh, just another glass of Chablis.
I think you're giving a lot of single guys some ideas on how to pick up girls, going to those restaurants with a book. Then the girl will be holding her espresso martini and thinking, he's a good one. He's a safe one.
He's wandered into my zone and he's not disrupting the feminine energy.
Mm-hmm. Rucola is also a female, a place that attracts a lot of females in
Rucola. I haven't been there.
It's in Borum Hill.
Yeah. Well, I was reading the beginning chapters of your book, and you were talking about how you would consume early internet like AOL Instant Messenger, oftentimes with a snack, a bowl of pretzels, just like regular like Hanover pretzels out of the bag or whatever. And a few times you reference going to the computer with the bowl of snacks. I'm sure Chris was snacking when he was on AOL Instant Messenger, when he was a fat person as well.
I wasn't snacking. I was just jerking off. But yeah, I mean, there is.
I was folding my dick into a pretzel, but have fun with your little snacking. Okay, so my question is, Lee, nowadays, do you still have that kind of muscle memory reflex of I'm going to go on the internet, I'm going to go on the computer and write a Substack or do a whatever? Do you have a modern, healthier version of the bowl of pretzels today?
Yeah. So my kind of go-to snack, one thing that I do now is I don't go on the computer, and I try not to multitask in general. Sometimes I have to, sometimes I have to work while eating, but I try to at 4, go off from the computer for a little bit and go sit down and be a little, at least off the computer, so that I could just focus on the food. But one of my favorite things now,
screen-free dining
is Gruyere cheese with some Mary's Gone crackers and a little fruit.
Ooh.
A little snack plate. Some really good Gruyere. I'm kind of really into cheese right now, but Gruyere specifically, it's just perfectly nutty.
I love a Mary's Gone cracker. And I think Gruyere is coming back. Is that the kind of cheese that they use on the Copenhagen bread and butter roll, or is that something different?
Yeah.
Or is that Gouda?
Oh,
I don't know.
I think
there's so many G
they
cheeses.
use it. It's a raw. I know that it's a raw milk cheese, so that's kind of how I found out about it.
Oh hell no! That's why that shit tastes so good. Oh hell no!
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. It's really really good. I get it at the co-op. It's delicious.
Oh, you're going to the co-op? That's how Brooklyn you are. That's really
yeah.
What?
I'm sorry, but
how many shifts?
Once you become a member, I had to do a shift yesterday.
Okay, what kind of freaks are coming in there?
I got suspended because I got engaged. I was away. I was in Europe, and then I launched my book, and I got suspended. So I had to I'm in kind of the red zone right now. I'm in co-op prison. So I had to work a shift yesterday. They let me shop afterwards, but now I'm back in the red, and I have to work 2 more shifts in order to get green again.
Can I ask you? Can I ask you which the person that is sort of keeping track of all of this? Let's say the principal in this case. Can you describe them to us? I just want to know,
right,
just to further send yourself into the detention that you're in right now.
I want you to go into bright
and
red.
You don't have to go to this. This is fully elective, right?
This is fully elective. Okay. You could just go to Whole Foods, but I'm telling you though, like you could go to
a farmer's market.
Or the farmer's market, but guys, like I'm telling you, like the Park Slope Food Co-op, like is like the closest thing to Erewhon that we have here, and like it's not overpriced; it's wholesale pricing.
Hell no, are there hotties there? Be honest.
No. I mean, like maybe like 2%, like what, like 0.2%.
No one's going to Erewhon for the cauliflower or the sea moss gummies. They're going there to look at each other in sweatpants and sports bras.
Go to Erewhon and buy carrots.
Beyond the aesthetics, but like it's just super curated and like the best products, like Graza without the markup. I'm getting Graza for $14 a bottle. I don't know what you guys get Graza for. Graza?
You get that at fucking Walmart, bro.
I ain't getting Graza anywhere.
I thought this is some unique shit.
No, but
you caught me with a squeeze bottle, I'd be embarrassed. My cheeks would be red like your zone.
We got packs of like 18 different types of rice. And then we also have the benefit is that the farmer's market comes to us. So like every day it's like the local like greens from upstate, the tomatoes from
like
it's just one place for all.
I understand the offering is exceptional as far as quality goes, but I don't want to rub elbows with these people. So who is the principal? Who is the CEO of this
Who's the
operation?
final stinky boss?
We've had a president for like 20 years. And I believe that they send out emails, and I believe that he's stepping down and there's a big election coming up. I don't get involved, but some of these people are going to like the committee meetings and you can get so involved. There's always protesters outside of the co-op. It's hell. I'm telling you, it's hell. There's still mask days.
What?
Yeah, there's mask days.
So this is, just to be clear for our listeners, this is all revolving around
this is as Brooklyn
a store
as
where you walk in and have the privilege of being able to buy produce.
Full price. There's no discount involved.
You have to pay money on top of volunteering your time to work there.
Because are there dues as a member?
Yeah.
Beyond just your labor?
No. So you pay a $100 like membership investment fee, and then you pay, I think, like a $50 like due, and then I think you get your investment fee back if you ever leave. And so there's no crazy markups, but like I will say that like a thing of yogurt is $11 at Christini's and it's $8 at the co-op. So and the dates are fresh, like because there's so many people shopping, everything is really fresh. And it's just like it does have that neighborhood feel where I feel like we've been a lot of us are just getting, Instacart, and it's bringing the feeling back of neighborhood.
I gotta tell you something. I would pay whatever it costs to not go there. Like that's the reality.
Yeah.
Like, I am so glad I live in California.
Double the price on the fucking yogurt, and I'll go to fucking Amazon owned Whole Foods to not rub elbows with a 65-year-old guy with ear hair policing tomatoes.
Yes.
Like I'm just not doing it.
That kohlrabi is accounted for, sir. Get your hands off of it.
I'm sure the product is great.
The older members are the ones that I have the most issue with because they see me. I work checkout. That's the shift that I work. And so I'm rubbing elbows with these folks. And even just yesterday, I checked out three members.
How long is the shift?
2 hours and 45 minutes.
Light work. Shorter than the Brutalist.
I checked out a couple members all in a row who have been members since the 80s and 90s. And, they were like, they heard the number. I was like, okay, that will be $50. And both of them said, let me see what you checked out. I don't believe you. No. This used to be $20. This used to be $20. And I just was like, that's just how it is now. And they thought that I maybe was like making them pay more and that I like had double.
Oh, this young bitch trying to get one over on us.
And I'm like, guys, I'm sorry. It's not 1990 anymore.
Lee, can you pay with a credit card?
No, you can't. You have to use a debit card or cash.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Are there any upsides to this at all? I'm still waiting to find one.
Like the curation, like the fact that I had to move my car halfway through my shift, and I had to like move my car while I was shopping. I had to move my car, and so I asked someone behind the desk, like, "Can you watch my car?"
Which Subaru do you have?
I have a Lexus. It was my grandmother's.
Damn. What? Oh, that's an old so it's like 90s.
It's a 90s. Yeah, it's from actually 2003. It's like an old Lexus, like one of the first hybrids, from my other grandmother. So I have a Mego and a Lexus. I'm a lucky gal.
Wow.
Is Foxy Brown your grandma? This is
This sounds okay. But it sounds like you are a glutton for punishment a little bit. Obviously, you like what you're getting, so it's worth it to you. But I also think you kind of like how annoying it all is.
I think so too. I know. I think it's not going to last forever, and I'm enjoying it while I can. But
we've talked about this co-op on the podcast. I don't remember who we talked about it with, Jason. We talked another member.
A few.
Yeah, we've talked about it a few times with other members. But
maybe Roman. I don't know.
Do you rub elbows with local celebrity? Is Ethan Hawke in there looking at corn?
Is Kareem from Subway Takes buying his David bar?
I've been a member there for 3 years, and I have never seen a celebrity.
Really?
So I guess Maggie Gyllenhaal used to be a member, but I think a lot of them.
I know her crunchy ass is in there in a fucking in a little slip dress, getting some fucking cucumbers.
All right.
Zucchini.
All right, let's shift gears away from the co-op. How many Vitamixers have you gone through in your life?
Probably
Vitamix blenders.
Vitamixes. I'm probably on my 7th right now.
I feel like they're kind of built to last, but then you said, hold my beer.
Yeah. Well, I think when I was doing the wellness influencing thing, I had, I was working with Vitamix, so they would send me, I think they would send me one a year, and I was giving them to friends for wedding presents. Wow. I was and it was nice.
Great plug.
They were giving me, the ones with now there's a screen where you can type in, it's on your phone, really? And those ones are nice. Those are nice.
It's a little crazy.
I don't like that. I want old school.
The engines,
not that I'm using one at all.
The engines on those ones were so good. So I gave a lot of those away when I was done with my influencing. I was proverbially, I just wanted to throw everything away. And I was just gave it away, put it on the street. And then I was kind of start fresh. So I bought this one, I think, a couple years ago. And it's just kind of the classic. That's all you need. Just the lowest model. The classic.
Can I ask what the accessory packages are like on the Vitamix? I know you can't get leather interior and a Bose sound system, but aren't there additional things you can purchase?
Yeah. You can purchase different sizes of if you don't have a really tall counter, you can you can purchase a short
one.
You get a short stubby blender bottle and then a short stubby tamper.
Doesn't create a very good cyclone though, but
okay, you heard it from Jason.
Thanks for podcasting with us today. Thanks.
They also have a very cool tool that if you make thick smoothies like I do, that is kind of a spoon to go into the crevices of the Vitamix to pull out all the extra smoothies so that you don't miss a bit.
This is, you know what? I'm glad we have a smoothie expert on the podcast today because I have been traveling a lot. And why do you think in Europe or Scandinavia, the smoothies are more just like a glass of milk with flavoring? Why can't they make them thick? What is their aversion to thickness?
I don't really know. I've always some people like thinner smoothies. They think the thickness is weird.
It's not a smoothie. It's a drink.
I have a theory.
What's yours?
The reason, oftentimes, a reason why a smoothie is thick is because of the ice.
And they don't like ice.
In Europe, notoriously, they drop 1-2 cubes in there at the most.
Yeah, that's got to be it.
Right.
But also in Scandinavia, for breakfast they have cake and muesli. They're not really, but they're still much thinner than us.
I had one of the worst smoothies of my life in Copenhagen. To the point where I was almost
it's banana and water.
Are you kidding? To this 18-year-old hot blonde guy who was just what? It was so bad.
Oh my god!
It was so. I threw it away, and I don't do that. I don't waste smoothie. I had one sip.
If you search for smoothies on Google Maps while you're over there, it's McDonald's pops up.
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know about what it's like now. I mean, I went to Copenhagen a couple years ago, but I was going to Sweden a lot because I was dating somebody in Sweden while and I was in my matcha phase, and I would go to Stockholm and order a matcha. And they only one place in Stockholm did the matcha, and they gave it to me, and it was yellow, it was milk with a little
yellow
light. I think they gave me turmeric.
They put mustard powder in my milk. What the fuck is this?
Like, well, the matcha makes it taste really bad, so we only put a very small amount in there.
Yeah, they're like, you won't like this matcha.
Gross.
What did your ex think of the book? Did you share it with him? Did he find it on Amazon.se or how does that?
Which ex?
No, the one there's
my
a
God.
Swedish ex that is prominent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, like we don't talk anymore, so I'm not sure.
But you think he's seen that shit? Come on now.
Potentially.
That motherfucker's seen it. He read it twice. He probably gave it to his kids. So remember this chick that ruined my life?
I hate this bitch, but it is a quick beach read. I did enjoy it.
I'm really moved through it quickly. She's a great writer.
Finish on a plane to Brussels. Okay, shifting gears a wee bit. I saw last week you did a podcast with Susie Weiss.
Mm-hmm.
And she was, I didn't know who she was until like a few months ago. She did a viral video talking shit on posthumously about Anthony Bourdain. Do you remember that?
I didn't see what she said about him, but what did she say?
What'd she say about Tony, Jason?
She was sort of disparaging his legacy the same way that you would talk about Mac Miller, for example. Hold your ears, Lee. I know you're probably a fan, but I would say she seems to be overall kind of like an awful person to be around. How was that for you?
It was not bad. No, it was. She was a lovely gal.
Okay.
But we talked about, there are many aspects to people. So she may have that aspect, but we talked about cancellation and the internet and mob mentality, and we had a lovely conversation.
What is your relationship to influencer snark on Reddit?
Oh God, I don't look at it.
Did you at some point?
No, I never did. I was told by another influencer that I was on there, and she's like, I look at mine. My husband had to change the IP so that I stopped going on it. I'm addicted to checking my own snark page. And I was like, I never want to be that dark. It's kind of, that feels like very self-harmy. So I have never looked at it. Accidentally, sometimes if I'm Googling, like one time I had to send an article about myself and I accidentally Googled myself and I saw something on Reddit. Something about like someone said something like that my dog looks depressed. And someone else said, oh, I saw her this morning walking on the Brooklyn Bridge Pier. She looked so angry while walking. And it's like, listen, if you see me walking in the morning at 7 a.m., I am angry. Like I have a lot to do. Like, I don't know. Am I supposed to be walking like
Yes, you're supposed to walk and be happy because you don't have a real job and you get to make smoothies all day. Are you kidding me?
I guess so. I don't know. I just was like, like I'm a person. I don't know. I'm not always happy. Are you?
But I think that I wonder, since your heyday, the market is so congested that maybe it's different now. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like there's more people to focus on.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that sort of divides up the hatred, I guess is what I'm saying. But I think people are dedicated to who they hate.
They found a way.
They 100% do. And like, I love Reddit. I go on it a couple times a week, and I notice that Reddit is trying to get me to follow snark pages of other influencers. So it's showing me like, if you like, it was showing me a Taylor Swift hate page, and it was showing me a couple.
I'm actually the admin on that one. So if you could just follow along, it'd be great.
Yeah, I don't really care for Taylor Swift either. So that was interesting. But I kind of looked at a couple of those posts, and it's like, if you like Taylor Swift, you are not welcome here. Like, these are places where people go and you have to be a hater. Like, I think it's really sad, you guys. Like,
seems like a super healthy environment.
I don't believe that if you're happy and successful, like people who are happy and successful and fulfilled do not have time to be like full-time admin mods. Like,
no, it's mouth breather shit for sure. Like 100%.
100%. 100%. Like, I saw a TikTok that was like, if you're a hater, like, let me see your side profile. Or like your picture, and I just don't believe that, like, if you're happy and you're taking care of yourself, that like, and you have the balls to show yourself, because a lot of them are like on bot pages.
It's like polyamorous relationships. They're all ugly. That's the thing. Show me the lie. Show me the lie. But that's very healthy, and I feel like you have a pretty. Do you think writing the book helped you have an even better relationship with your history?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was
like cathartic.
It was very cathartic, because I felt like I was owning the narrative and sharing my experience, which is all I can share. So it just felt very much like, oh, I'm going to share this whole experience because I survived it. And I've gotten a lot of messages from influencers who didn't survive it, as to say, or like they've just stopped sharing online because they just found the negativity to be too much.
They had to go into hiding.
I don't pick on my Mormon moms. I just follow them because I like it. But I know that it can be hard out there.
Your in the book you mentioned your first Instagram paid post was $75, I think, for like a matcha powder or something like that.
Yeah.
Do you remember what your last sponsored post was for, and for how much money it was, if you're willing to say?
I think my last sponsored post, like at least stories, was for a healthy food dog brand, because I had just gotten my dog Samson. One of those kind of drop to your door. I don't know if I should name drop them, but I think I got paid like either 4,000 or 6,000 for like two or three stories.
Okay,
that's pretty good. And did Samson have to be in it, or just you?
No, I had to. Samson had to be in it, and
so we had to split up the money a little bit, but it's not too bad.
It all went back into his
Samson
college
gets
fund.
free food.
Samson got free food, and listen, like when eventually I stopped doing those ads, and I had to switch him back to kibble. He kind of looked at me like, "Mom, are we on welfare now?
Are we poor now?
Mom, are we broke? Damn.
Your dog starts laying out sluttier outfits for you for your post.
He's like, go on OnlyFans, Mom.
The paw on OnlyFans. That's good. I would like some wet raw food again, please. No more kibble.
You're like, Mom, I thought you said you would do anything for me in my upbringing.
you told me you loved me. That is okay. Well, I mean, what is your relationship to the Instagram platform now? Because you're on it. Obviously, you're promoting a book.
I'm on it. I'm not doing any sponsored stuff anymore. So I'm making zero bone skis on that.
Are you saying? So you're saying no to like people are coming to you?
Well, like not really, because I like an article came out about me a couple years ago being like life after influencing in the New York Times. Mm-hmm. And so then I think a lot of people were like, noted she's not doing sponsored posts, but I think I'm like, I got to open it back up to sponsor.
Yeah, there's got to be some brands who are like, oh, this bitch is playing hard to get. Everyone's got a number, you know what I mean?
100%.
Do you have
100%.
a number?
I'm open to it. My fiance's like, you're spending way too much time on that app to not be making money from it. Like,
see, that guy's smart. See, he's thinking about optimizing in the right way. He's thinking about optimizing in the right way.
He's like, if you're not going to be making money from this in like 6 months, like you got to just like move on.
And you're like, you're spending too much time telling me this when you could be paying my rent and my light bill and buying me this bag that I have in my real cart.
So I get my hair done and my nails done. That's weekly. That's going to be $300. And then,
well, but I am. I like over the last 6 months, I've been really working on book promo and also just finding the fun in creating content again. I mean, I think I just really burnt out on it. And like after so many years of just being just this smoothie wellness girl, I just like totally burnt out and lost the inspiration. And I think sometimes when you attach dollar signs to something that you love, all of a sudden you can lose the spark. And I'd lost the spark. And I feel like I finally found the spark again. And I'm a little worried that if I start to introduce money and stuff, that kind of old same pattern will come back. And
no, I think that's smart. And if you
it becomes a job,
if you don't need the money or you get the money from somewhere else, then why pollute it? And because there's always the risk of going back to where you were mentally.
Yeah. I think you'll have a healthy relationship with it now that you're married. You know, that changes things a little bit. And now that you're a paid author, that will change things. So, you know, you can be more selective about what you want to do and only do something that you want to do. Not because you need it to pay rent, you know.
Yeah.
Of all the kind of viral diet fads and gimmick eating things that you've done over the years and have removed from your lifestyle, are there any ones that you kind of secretly miss a little bit? Like that one fucked up weird diet that actually worked really well?
I mean,
don't say anorexia. Do not say anorexia.
General anorexia.
A real diet.
No,
a real diet.
But I think that after kind of trying out all those crazy diets, I got to a place where I needed to kind of swing to the other end of the pendulum, where I was like, you know what, like I just need to let myself eat everything that I can't, like not everything, but just stop restricting so much. And I was kind of like, any diet or any sort of like ethos is bad. And now I've gotten to a place where I've kind of like landed in the middle where I'm like, oh no, like I do feel better when I eat like leafy greens every day. Or
preach, bitch. I love a leafy green. Now we're talking.
like, have you heard of the dinosaur like leafy green tactic where like if you're feeling like you have like sometimes it's just instead of like a salad, like you just have like you go and do your greens and you just take a handful and you squish it up into a ball and you just down it.
Okay, so you're telling me I should go T-Rex mode when I'm feeling peckish?
You go T-Rex, go T-Rex on the greens.
So you're saying I reach into my farmer's box and whatever greens are in there, I crumple them up like a piece of paper I'm going to throw at my teacher, and instead I put it in my mouth, is what you're saying. And what does that do exactly?
Yes. So
primal.
I think it's just kind of a reminder to your body. And it's primal, and it's a reminder to your body and to you that like sometimes the best things for you don't feel good. And you just have to kind of do it. I don't know. I think
is there a vinaigrette story at all, or how does that work?
You're saying raw dog without a bag, just greens.
Like if you have a tuna fish sandwich for lunch and like you're like, okay, like I'm it's go and you're home, why not just add like a handful of greens into the mouth right after? Why not, Chris? Why not?
Where else was I going to put the greens besides my mouth, you little freak? Damn.
No, I mean, like, I love the burn of a ginger, turmeric, lemon shot, you know? I don't love the burn of the oil of oregano shot that you have when you're feeling under the weather. That one's my line, but...
That's tough. That's a tough one.
I think if it don't hurt, it ain't working. That mentality is real.
I think I will say I used to be a real solid meal prepper. I would spend all day Sunday just prepping food. I would go to the Hollywood Farmers Market and go home and cook for hours, like on my feet all day, like chef style. But then I would have food for the whole week. And like, I just don't find that sustainable because like now Sundays I'm spending with my fiance and it's just like.
There's nothing more depressing to me than meal prepping. It's really, it's joyless life. And I know it works. I know it works, but I just, there's things that I just cannot do. Because it's like, bro, we're gonna die.
If I have like 2 kids and I'm a nurse and my husband works at the airport, then we're doing that. But luckily, all 3 of us, I mean, not Chris because he's not cooking, but we're able to go to the store and make whatever. If Thursday rolls around and I do not want to eat what I've made 4 days ago, I don't have to.
I just go to the market and buy the ingredients every day, so it's always super fresh.
It's a lot more fresh that way.
It's a lot fresher.
Okay, we do this. I asked this question to some of our guests on the show. I think you might be a good candidate for it. Top 5 prescription drugs.
Oh my God. Top 5 prescription drugs?
Yeah.
I'm not on any.
Doesn't mean you don't know what the top 5 are.
Okay. Number 1, Lexapro.
Okay. you turned around real quick.
Turn the ship around real quick.
I've had my time. I've had some good times with Lexapro.
Okay, can you describe Lexapro to our listeners?
Pull me out of the weeds, so to speak.
Oh, I think our listeners know exactly what Lexapro is.
Yeah, I would say about 4 out of 5 of those girls that you're talking about in Fort Greene that are like kind of cute are on that Lex.
Okay.
Gone off the Lex.
Sure.
All right.
Okay,
on the Lex.
Okay, Lexapro number 1.
Lexapro's number 1. What about like the Z-Pack?
No, has to be recreational.
Guys, I don't know. I don't know. I
read the party chapter. You were doing some Xans.
You never had Xanax before?
No, but I did do Adderall a lot, so I did love it. I do think it's meth.
Okay.
Addies. I just saw the way that you said I did love it, and your eyes exploded.
Guys,
lit up.
This is how I knew that Adderall was, and I was on a kind of the wrong path because like everyone in college would take Adderall and go study, and I would go sit outside the library and smoke like 3 packs of cigs and just be talking to anyone that passed, and I just loved it. I was like, I'm getting so deep with these students. Why
okay, so you take enough Adderall in college and you become the teacher.
Yeah, exactly.
Student. All right, class is in session, boys.
Gather around.
Oh my God.
Professor T, I had a question. Okay, so
so
Lexapro, Adderall.
Lexapro, Adderall. I think maybe, I did take Xanax once in college. So maybe Xanax because I was having.
Once?
Yeah. I didn't really like
Good for you.
downers. I'm more of like an upper kind of gal.
I get that from you. I get that from you. Yeah.
I see that.
Yeah. Like I just want to be higher, not lower.
Yeah, the real way to be, and this may sound crazy, but kind of play both sides depending on how you're feeling is a one recipe. I'm not gonna.
And also, certain doctors will prescribe, let's say a ketamine or an MDMA. So those could be in play for somebody like you, just to let you know.
Okay. So then the last two would be ketamine and MDMA. I did so much Molly, guys. I was doing it 5 nights a week.
Where were you going? Like Electric Room? What era is this?
Yes, I was going to Electric Room, but I was mostly like I was a regular at Verboten and Output.
Oh God. Oh, that's.
So you were a booth bitch.
Yeah, I was so into the deep house, guys. Like,
no. Okay. That's beyond my.
No, but I was going to like Marquee and like Le Bon.
But that's like rave shit. That's not like cool downtown nightclub.
No, but I was definitely like Verboten and Output kind of girl. And now the clubs are opening up further and further and further into Brooklyn. And my opinion is that they need to go back to Manhattan. Like what happened to like going to dinner and then going to the club? Because now you have to take like a 45-minute car ride into these places with no service, and people are disappearing. Did you guys hear about like those 3 gay men in a row last summer that just like disappeared from?
Well,
I did not.
We found them, right?
No, I think that they died, or maybe they found the bodies.
Oh, I thought they might have been sucking dick in the bushes. You're saying some crime happened.
No, like there's been like disappearances.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Okay. That's not good.
Yeah, like because there's no service. They're going to like deep. These clubs are in like deep Bushwick.
They're going to a rave up in Maine or New Hampshire.
I'm in rural New Hampshire. There's a big party tonight. Don't check my location.
But I agree. It used to be great to go out in Manhattan, have a fun boozy dinner with your chicas. Maybe right before dessert comes out, we do a little MDMA in the bathroom just to get the thing going.
Okay, stop.
And then you walk 7 minutes and go hit the club. Obviously, I'm walking in because I know the door person.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, so good to see you.
Besitos.
I'll see you inside.
Okay, so Molly 5 days a week. I feel like early young 20s NYC girly. That's kind of just what people did to get the job done. I'm working in PR, I'm working in fashion, I'm working in blah, 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 in restaurants.
Yeah.
I just need a little something to get me going.
Yeah.
When's the last time you did Molly?
The scene in the book where I went to like a wellness orgy accidentally. So that was about 2016 or 2017. So almost 10 years ago.
Was Diplo there?
No.
What do you mean? Was he there? It was his house. It's the host.
It was sponsored by his run club. Okay, so do you ever see a situation where, the DJ lineup is just so sick at something, then you're like, we'll do a little Molly responsibly for old time's sake, or no?
No, I'm 6.5 years sober, and that's important to me. Clear mind. And I don't need it. Like what show did I go to last year? I don't know. I went to a show last year. I went to go see Lane 8. Don't judge me. And I had a blast.
I don't even know what that is. That sounds like a sticker on the back of a truck in Orange County.
Like, what do you guys think about Fred again?
Not much.
I think he's very talented.
The Skepta song is very, very good.
That's so good. Skepta's so good.
That's a very, very good song.
There's like a 3-day rave happening in Central Park this fall that I keep getting ads for. So like my algorithm knows my past. It's like 3 days Central Park.
Camping out.
You can't escape the algorithm. All right. Thank you, Lee, for joining us. It's a pleasure.
Thank you, guys.
The book is called
If You Don't Like This, I Will Die. And I think you might be the first person to put your Instagram verification check mark or your Twitter check mark on the cover of the book. That's a nice touch.
Nice. Yeah. But go get the book especially if you lived through this era. I think it's a fun read.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. We'll see you soon.
Later.
See you soon.
All right, later.